Welcome inside the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center for your post-game report. I'm your host, Ryan McNamara. The Huskies take a 5-1 victory over Western Michigan in Game 3 of the NCHC's first round, and they'll move on to St. Paul to take on the Denver Pioneers, a tough matchup for any team, but the Huskies will look for their first victory against Denver this season. Let's take a look at the highlights and how the Huskies pushed through this evening. Was there ever any doubt on this fine Sunday? The Huskies had luck on their side on a beautiful St. Patrick's Day, and a drastic change to the lines works out in Brett Larson's favor. Kyler Kupka, Tyson Gross, and Vidi Mietnin playing on a line together for the first time this season, and Mietnin's first shot since Friday sinks. 1-0 early, but less than 6 minutes later, Jack Rogers, it's still his neighborhood. He had a goal on Friday. He hammers one home here, and it's 2-0 Huskies. Thank you. May I have another? Barrett Hall, he puts one home. All of a sudden, the Huskies, they're up 3-0 in the first 11 minutes. This game is theirs, and we've barely even started, but the bleeding had to stop at some point. But so soon? Matteo Constantini, he makes it 3-1 just 19 seconds later. His 30th point of the season. He's the fifth Bronco to reach that mark this season. Now we jump into the second. The Huskies lead by 2. They're back in action. And who else but Tyson Gross? He sets up Vidi Mietnin here. A perfect pass on a perfect goal. The 20th of the season for Vidi. The fourth Husky to reach that mark under Brett Larson. Now the Broncos on a power play after a Kyler Kupka boarding call. Isaac Posh playing in his third game in 3 days. He does not give up anything on a defensive stand with under 7 to go. Now here, Josh Lidke, just 8 career goals coming into this point. He hasn't scored in the save month ever, but here it is. 2 goals in 3 days to make it 5-1 for Lidke and the Huskies. Anything can happen in March. Now we jump into the third period. The Broncos looking for a spark. Remember, they had 5 goals in last night's third period, but SCSU, they handled the penalty kill with ease here early on in the period. Now tempers flare late. Western Michigan obviously not happy with their performance. You see a tripping that was called there, but they take out some frustration after the play. The Huskies do go on to win regardless. 5-1 this evening against Western Michigan. They take the Broncos down for the 5th time this season. Now, you take a look at the shots on goal, 33-25. The Broncos were putting the pressure on. Did not matter. 32 saves for Isaac Posh. The Huskies take an easy win into next weekend. They head to the Frozen Face-Off. In back-to-back seasons, they won it last year. What can they do this season? We'll find out next weekend at the X in St. Paul. The Huskies, the Broncos, ends in a Husky victory. We'll see ya. Thanks to Husky Productions all season long. I'm Ryan McNamara. That was Husky Hockey on Fox 9 Plus.